you might have seen this new grading company surfacing online. Currently making waves in the United States with their innovative grading processes. They are right up there competing with the likes of PSA, CGC and Beckett. They haven't been seen that much in the UK until now, and today I'm going to tell you about them and also what happens when you grade your cards with tag grading. So who are Tag Grading? Let's dive into their website and have a look. So this is Tag's website. We're just going to fly through the homepage. We have submission kits. We've got digital reports. This is one thing that looks really cool about Tag, by the way. There are digital reports. Hopefully we'll look into this shortly. Their grading technology, how their slabs are completely transparent. There is some talk about their slabs and some things you might have seen online in terms of the durability of them, but we might touch upon that. The card ID, so all necessary metrics, proof security technology, so the digital security measures are embedded into every slab, 99% UV resistance, ergonomic form. I have held a Tag slab before and they are very nice and smooth in your hand compared to others that are a bit more sharper around the edges. They're grading obviously 1 to 10 like pretty much every grading company. A Tag score out of 1,000, so that's something really interesting which we'll dive into. They're dig reports, so you can scan the QR code to easily review the card's digital image and grading report, dings and subgrades, their vision and so forth, and there's some of the reports. So let's go to the grading section. So under grading, they've got how we grade. We've got grading scale, grading rubric, grading glossary, grading criteria, and about our slabs. And then there's how it works, which we'll have a look in a bit. So let's look at the grading scale. The table below indicates the precise tag score and accompanying tag grade, the industry equivalent grade, as well as the tag moniker for the condition of the card. Unlike others, but this is slightly different, as you can see the score in the S part column there at the end. So we're starting with poor, fair, good, good plus, very good plus, very good EX, very good EX plus, well, excellent, excellent plus, excellent mint plus, excellent mint plus, near mint plus, near mint, mint plus, mint, gem mint, and then top one pristine. So as you see on the right side there where it says scores, they do a grading system from 100 all the way up to 1,000, and being 990 to 1,000 is at pristine, so that would be like your Beckett gold labels, I guess, your PSA 10s and so forth. A 10 still can get 950 to 989, but that isn't their pristine, which is the highest grade you can get. So if I click on the pristine, and this is just a little glimpse of what you have to get that pristine 10. So you're looking at the centering being the best, the corners basically flawless, the surface again is flawless, and the edges are flawless. So their key word here is flawless. Under the grading rubric, what we just saw, that's where you got your 10 pristine. Click on a 9, so this is what you'd have to get for a 9. There's a bit of tolerance in those, as it says. The corners appear sharp and square. Surface, obviously a larger and deeper pit may be present. Edges, visible but minor edge surface wear on 1 or 2 edges. So things like that. So they're really in depth of the score. So 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, all the way up to 9, 10 and 10 pristine. So if you click on all these, you get so many different things. So very good to excellent, all those there. Image centered with a tolerance of 85 to 15 on the front, so all these bits and pieces very, very in depth, a lot like the other grading companies. However, this one just seems to be more detail. So a cool thing they got is a grading glossary. So basically what it means is that you use the grading glossary below to learn the meaning of the various terminology, because there's lots of terminology we don't know, I don't know, plenty of others don't know, as well as what certain acronyms stand for, which makes sense. So you just click on it and see what they are. So if we just go on to, let's go, what's a dig report? Oh, okay, so the dig report is something that was quite interesting. Hopefully I'll be looking into. The digital imaging and grading report is takes complete documentation of the evaluated card. So I'm not going to go more into that because we'll probably pick it up in a moment, but you can literally click on any of these. It tells you stuff like NHOD, non-human observable defects, things like that. So it's pretty cool, the glossary actually. You can just go on there and say, oh, what does that mean? So the grading criteria. So this is the stuff that Tag are currently grading, and this is sports cards, as you see, baseball to basketball to football to hockey, soccer. Obviously it's US, so they call it soccer. It's football, guys, come on. UFC, racing, golf, tennis, all of that. Trading card games, obviously Pokémon, English, Japanese, Magic the Gathering, Disney, Lucana, Dragon Ball in English and Japanese, One Piece. It's quite specific because obviously it's just English and Japanese, so they wouldn't do Chinese Pokémon cards and that at the moment. Entertainment cards such as Marvel, Star Wars, Fortnite, music, TV, movies, politics and more. And they also say if there is another genre that you don't see listed, please verify if the card can be graded with a customer service by clicking the red live chat bubble. Pretty cool. So if there is one you've got, they might be able to do it, they might not, but at least you can find out. Coming soon by the looks of it, they got Yu-Gi-Oh coming soon. So as of May 2025, this isn't the coming soon. You've got Yu-Gi-Oh, thicker stock cards, memorabilia cards. So let's talk about their slabs. Personally, I think they are the cleanest best looking slabs out there. I know Ace have got really good slabs, but these tag ones, I'm such a minimalist. I love the aesthetic and just all about it. It's just so clean, how transparent it is. Bit of an issue when you're trying to do, you know, a blind grade reveal because you have to hold the top differently, which you'll see later. There is video surfacing online of people just holding them and cracking them. I don't believe that's true. I mean, maybe one or two make it through, you know, the line where they're not that great, but I feel like you can't do that with pretty much any slabs. They're going to be so sturdy. Completely transparent. They are the first ever transparent paperless flip, otherwise known as the tag. Tag inscribes a grade and data directly onto the crystal clean casing. Again, clean. Slabs include an accurate industry standard 1 to 10 grade as well as a digital image and grading report. That dig we spoke about earlier. We'll have a look into that a bit more in detail. Slabs graded with dig report plus receive a precise 1000 point tag score determining card grade strength and ranking on their tag leaderboards. Now that is cool. Hoping I've done this right and mine do this. This is where the same card in a 10 could be worth more than the other one, the other same card in a 10, all based on the score. One might be a 950, another one might be a 960. The 960 would technically be worth more because it's in better condition. This is where it could change the market, change evaluation and that, but what do you think about that? How do you feel in that aspect? But I do like the leaderboard, so you know where you are in the world in terms of if you've got the best card or not. That, I guess, gives you more value, right? Really cool that there's no label. It's just literally inscribed onto the slab. Again, clean. As I said about before, the card ID is all there. Security technology, so they're embedded in every slab. Use your smartphone to instantly verify tag authenticity. The UV resistant, 99%. Ergonomic form, like we talked about. So obviously said the grade and the tag score. Obviously, if you've got the dig report plus, then you will get the mark out of 1000 point score on your slab as well. Again, dig reports and the ding subgrades, so you can scan the QR code and see all the defects in their dings. Again, another one of the acronyms. So this is their tag card vision. Use surface defect transparency slide in order to view the card using tags card vision. Card vision enables you to easily spot defects and imperfections in the card by utilizing tags photometric stereoscopic imaging technology. That's a mouthful. You may also zoom in up to 800% to further inspect imperfections and surface details. Now I'm just going to say here, right, if you can't see something to the naked eye, why is that being graded? Does that make sense? If I can see it, then fair enough, there's an issue there. I'll get why it will go down in a grade. But if I can't see it and it's getting knocked down that, to me that's a bit annoying. That's just a mind thing, isn't it? It's a bit more mind games. What do you think about that? So here we go. There's a full colour and you slide along and this is a tag vision and that is super cool. I'm guessing that there is a ding, that little dot in the middle there. We will see if this happens with my card. But yeah, that's so cool, isn't it? You can literally go right into detail. So dig reports, digital image and grading reports are the most advanced grading analysis available. Dig can be accessed by scanning the QR code on the tag or by looking up the card's certification number. Standard digs focus on the core defects that impacted the grade, aka the dings. Dig Plus reports break down the card into further detail with precise 3-digit scoring. So you can see here, just about, obviously it's a bit zoomed out, but if we can zoom in, you can see they've got a tag score 8.5 near mint to mint plus, tag score of 879, so that's 879 out of 1000. Population, as of the 21st to the 12th, 2023, 45 are graded in a 8 near mint to mint. This is the 4th highest near mint to mint plus, 12th highest overall, but it's the first one to be graded as a near mint to mint plus and the first card to be graded. So the tag summary down below tells you everything here, so you can see the front and back with the scores, everything from the centering, the corners, surface, edges, dimensions, all of these dimensions here, top right, right edge, bottom right corner. And this is crazy, look, this is just this looks like we've got some blueprints to be making a building here. Jesus, you can go in so many details. Look, it tells you all the scratches here and what the numbers are, so that gives you obviously more detail. Again, you've got the top left corner, the left edge, the bottom left corner. This stuff here is so in depth, and this is why a lot of people are liking this. So if we look at the Dig Plus report, and this is how it would be if you scanned it from your card. So this is how it comes up. Again, there's a population there, the total graded, the rank, the highest overall, chronological order of it. There you go, there's the front. You can zoom in up to 800% on the card, which is crazy. Zoom back out, that's the front. And then again, you got this here, so you do the transparency to see what it all looks like. Again with the back. And again, 800% on this. This is unreal, isn't it? There's a summary for the front with all the scratches and the centering, and then you click the back, shows you the back there as well. Tells you the centering and corners, the surface, the edges. All these here, top left front, top right front, bottom left front, bottom right front, top left back, top right back, bottom left back, bottom right back. Oh my god, I'm not going into all these, but look at all of that. All of the details there, and again, the acronyms and so forth. you would go onto their page to find out what they all mean, because I don't even know what they mean, in all honesty. And then it shows you the surface, give you a total front surface of 867, total back 986, and you can see which each scratch is. So you click view and there it is, and it highlights, you see that yellow little highlight there. That's crazy. That is so in depth. All of them there, and it goes all the way across to the defects, the location. So on this one had, obviously with an old card, you have 37 defects on the front, which is quite insane. And then 8 on the back. And again, there they are. You can just hit the transparency. You can see all the scratches there anyway, you can see them without even have to zoom in. And then the same on the back. There's the corner details. You've got measurement annotations, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. The back corners of each corner, the front edges. I'm not going too much into these because look how long this report is. If you get one of these and you get this report, you can go so much detail. And this is why the leaderboards and the valuations are different. Your 950 to someone's 960, and 960 is going to be worth more, which is crazy. I have seen it at a recent show. I think I saw it at CardCon 3 recently. Two of the same card. I can't remember what the scoring was. Wasn't that far between of the 900 or whatever it was, and one was actually drastically more than the other. And then you get images of your tag card. They've slabbed it and they've taken a photo of it, which is a nice ending, I guess. So you can probably save it and then use it on social media if you want. You can get higher resolution slab image downloads of the front, the backs. Talk about detail. That is insane detail. I think it's awesome to see and awesome to get all that detail. Equally, is it too much? Are we getting too much detail here? Again, if we're not able to see it with the naked eye, we can't feel it, genuinely can't see it, what's the point? Again, what's your thoughts? So let's talk a bit about the pricing. At the current time, Tag has had a massive influx, like all grading companies at the moment, and are very, I say behind, not as behind as the others, but they've had to change things. It only cost £15, which was in the UK, or $15 to do one card when I submitted, but now there's a 20 card minimum on these £15/$15 ones. Turnaround went from 15 days to now 45 business days, so treble. And this is what you get when you're grading just with the standard submission. You get authentication, you get a grade 1 to 10. You don't get the scoring, so I may have copped out here and not get the scoring, which I'm going to be gutted for, but I didn't know that. Actually, I don't know if there was the option at the time, but I'll tell you how I got this graded with Tag shortly. You get the rank by chronology, you get the rank by grade, you don't get the rank by score. Like I said, the turnaround at the moment is 45 days. There's no upcharge. Awesome, no upcharges. That is a very, very big pro, and pro no upcharges. Ace no upcharges. PSA, the rest of them, not good. Report type, dig standard, rather than, you know, what we saw earlier. Tag card vision, the defect map, you don't get your sub scores. You get raw card images, HD slab images. You don't get a 360-degree slab video. Didn't see that on there, but that's said it's new, so that's pretty cool. Encapsulation, slab inscription, UV protection, anti-counterfeit proof technology, mystery foil wrap. And yeah, the way you get these is actually pretty cool. They have to do it because obviously it's transparent, you're going to see it. Regular, $25 a card, includes $500 max insurance. These are 30 business day turnaround now. You can do these with one card. Again, it looks like you're pretty much going to get the same as the £15 one. And then you go into Express, limited drops only, includes $1,500, £1,500 max insurance, $75 per card, £75 per card. Sold out at the moment, but you get everything here. That's 5 business days turnaround. They get everything but the slab video. And then the walkthrough, £150 per card. Insurance of $2,500/pound max insurance. 2 business day turnaround. That's insane. Which would never happen, obviously, by the way, because if we send this from the UK to the US, shipping, that's not going to happen. Everything, including the 360-degree slab video. So that's what's new, and that's what you get with that. So they have sub kits, submission kits, pretty straightforward. I'm not sure how you get these or if they cost. Maybe you get them in person. This is what you get. You get the packing list, the shield and sleeves, depending on how many you get. Deck box to put in, and then a sub kit, safe case, shipping pack. Off it goes to Tag. So there we go, a whistle-stop tour of the Tag grading website. Quite in depth, a lot to take in, a lot to learn. But anything you want to know, anything you need to know or you want to learn, get onto that website because there's so much information. And if you get a card from there and you've got a question or you're, well, what does that mean? It's on there. So I think that's really, really good and thorough website. So hats off to them on that one. Now, for the fun part. Come through in the post today. A nice little package from the guys over at the Sub Centre. If you don't know who the Sub Centre is, they are a middleman, a submission centre based in Kent, who are basically authorised middlemen who can send off to PSA, Beckett, CGC, Tag, etc. And they do all the work for you. You give them the cards, they do it all, they send it, get it graded, send it back, and it comes back in the post. So, a little information. I submitted this at a London Card Show, 8th of February 2025. As of recording this, it is the 8th of May 2025, and that is a 3-month turnaround. When I first submitted this, it was a 15 business day turnaround. Obviously, there's other things to it. There is shipping to the US, shipping back, and so forth. However, because the Sub Centre ship obviously certain times, I don't think it got sent out till the end of the month, end of February, and then by the time it landed in the US, this was posted by Tag, which basically says, they've had to change their turnaround to the 30 days, the 45 days, and then the minimum amount of cards. It was obviously honoured because it was already put on their system or whatever they have going on with Subcenter and Tag, but I think it fell a bit short within the time frame, so it's taken 3 months to the day from start to finish. Not the best, not ideal, but it is what it is. So, as you can see, it's all sealed. I can't get in this. No one's got in this yet. There's 2 cards in there. One which, if you've seen that London card show, Matt sent off I think it was a base set Charizard. Absolutely ruined. I think he got a 1.5 with Beckett before, so he just wanted to send it off, see what happens with these. I sent off a really cool card, which you'll see in a moment. But let me get set up and then let's open this to see what the card reveal is. Go. Thank you for choosing the Subcenter. It goes back to the Subcenter and then they do another QA, send it. Oh, okay. So, usually the slabs are in this, basically like a booster pack, and they're sealed, and then you rip them open and you see the reveal. But it looks as if Subcenter get this back and then they do another quality assurance, I guess. Okay, that's the package in there. So the top card is mine, and we're going to do Matt's first. Right, my hand's on top. There we go. Okay, this here is where the grade obviously is. As you can see, Matt has got a 2000 Pokemon base set 2 holographic Charizard. I believe it's got a Beckett 1 or a Beckett 1.5 before, then you re-cracked it open, and then he sent it off to Tag. It's going to be rubbish, isn't it? Look at the state of it. Come on. Oh my god, let's just have a look at this card. Look how battered it is. Obviously, you're sitting in his, I don't know, his pocket when he was younger. But let's do it really. 3, 2, 1. Oh, 1.5. I think the Beckett one was a 1.5, so you got a fair. Not bad at all, eh? I mean, for the state of it, look at the back. It is battered. Not the worst you'll see, don't get me wrong, there's definitely worse out there, but not the best either. How clean are these slabs, man? That's Matt's, we'll put that to the side. So my one is the Detective Pikachu promo. I saw this at a London card show, previous one. I think it was going raw for about £20–30 at the time. At the moment, I know they've shot up, especially sealed, they've gone to about £50 raw at the moment, as of May the 8th. So let me show you the card. It's such a cool, beautiful Japanese card. Big fan of this card. I wasn't going to get it graded with Ace or PSA, whoever it was at the time, but I wanted to try a Tag and I thought, no better card than do it at a time, which I had on me. So what do we think it is? I'm thinking hopefully a 9 or a 10. I'd love this to be a 10. That'd be epic. 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on! Yes! We got a 10 gem mint, not a pristine, but we got a 10. Oh my days. First Tag submission for myself and the gem mint 10. That is fire. It was a clean card, I remember. I think I actually got this off eBay in the end, and I asked them to send me the best because I want to get it graded. But yeah, look at that card. Clean. Feels so good in the hand. Trust me, if you see these at shows, pick one up to feel it. And then just have a look at it. Look at all that there. It was easy transparency, so it's got all the writing there, even the Japanese writing at the top. Scan it in a minute, see what it says, and we'll show you. So, happy days for me. Matt might be happy with that. I'll tell him in a minute, or I'll ask him if he wants to reveal it himself. Happy days on those. Let's scan these and see what it all comes up as. Oh my god, straight from the off. How cool is that? 10 gem mint. There's 69 gem mints been graded. There is 97 total. I am the second highest, and the second highest overall. That is crazy. I'm the 51st gem mint graded in order, and there's 67 of them. And there we go, this is my card. You can zoom in, we can go all the way there. Look at that, that is so cool. That is awesome. Pull back to the front. Same with the back. Let's zoom out on the back. Understanding every grade, the dig report, digital imaging and grading report, provides a comprehensive breakdown of why a card received the grade it did. The corners, we've got one ding on a corner. Okay, let's see. Top left, there we go. Can we view this better? Yeah, there it is. We got a ding on the top left. A little mark. Let's see if we can see that. Yeah, you can see it. Look at the top right. Nothing. We go along to the top left, we got a little black mark there, and that's what it is. That is probably what stopped us, so obviously it's not flawless. Makes sense. Can we even see that on here? Oh yeah, no, okay, I can see a little black mark. You probably can't see it on the camera, but there is a tiny little black mark there. The surface is perfect, edges are perfect, so there's one ding on that front, as we just saw, and then the top left, back, clean as you like. There you go, look, 1000, everything, 998, 998, 999 for the angles. So this card is basically literally one ding from being a pristine 10, 1. Corner wear. So here's a 998, 998, 999, 998. Back corners, 1000. It's got to be said though, Japanese cards are notoriously better to grade. A lot cleaner cards. Obviously they don't do this in English card, but if they did, it would definitely be harder, but I'm very happy with that. The measurements there for the front edges, the top, the bottom, left and right, back edges, top, bottom, left, right. There you go. There's the pictures in it. I can download these. We're definitely going to download those afterwards. We'll put them on the gram. You might see it first before you see this video. Oh, so clean. That is such a good one. That's awesome. So now we've seen all of this, let's have a look at what the pricing's like online. So we've unveiled the card. We're very happy with the 10. Woo. Now I just want to look at the pricing of a 10 in PSA, Beckett and CGC, see how different the pricing is. We're going to do it a way that most people do it. We're going to go into eBay and look at recent comps in there. So let's have a look. Detective Pikachu promo card, £62, 67, 63, 77. These are for raw. This is just literally what's online at the moment. But if we go to, let's go to comps. FYI, so if people say comps, they mean completed items. This is what we mean by here. So as you see, you go down to sold completed items on eBay, you click those, searching. These are the prices here. You usually take what the average is from the most recent one. So sold 8th of May, 8th of May, 8th of May. So you got PSA there, you got a raw card there and so forth. So most recent raw sold today, 8th of May, £52.72 plus delivery. There we go, PSA 10. I might come off of bids and just go on to buy it now. So the most recent PSA 10 sold for £156 yesterday, 7th of May, according to this. Another 10 went for 115. That's from the United States. The one before was from the UK. Your PSA 9 go for 67.70. Let's filter it. Let's go to up to the grades and let's just go with 10s. PSA 10, 156, 115. That's a PSA 9, so I don't know why it's coming because there's 10 in the whole. 117. A CGC 10 there going for 81. CGC 10 going for 67. So CGC obviously is a lot less than PSA. PSA is looking from the US 110 to 120-ish, I guess, for the PSA 10s. In the UK, a lot more, by the looks of it. Oh, here we go. We've got a tag one there for 150. Tag 10, US $200, £150 from the US. Okay, that is interesting. So that is technically probably the highest compared to obviously yesterday's PSA 10 in the UK. The tag one's the highest if you buy it from the US. You know when I said they're up and coming and they're competing? That looks like it because the rest of the PSA 10s in the last month, 108 to 110 pound-ish. CGC, not good. You're not even getting £100 for it. It's looking at 80, 90 pounds, so wouldn't grade with those for that card. PSA has got the most. If we type in tag, no, CGC, there's tag there, so the tag went for 150. So if I was to sell this card now, you'll be looking at 150. That cost me 30 quid. Plus, I think it was £15 to get graded, and then obviously return shipping was £9. They did raw mail, next day delivery, before 1 PM special delivery, so obviously insured, but you're guaranteed to get it before that certain time, so yeah, one of the best ways to send it through. So in total this card cost me £24, submitted it in person, card cost £15 to get graded, and then it cost me £9 for the return postage, so £24, plus the 30 it cost me to buy, I guess. I think it was about 30, let's just say it was. So you're looking at £54 in total, and the card's going for about £150. That's a good investment. However, I love this card. It's my first tag 10. I'll be keeping it. I don't see myself selling it anytime in the near future. Probably gonna show it off, to be fair. It's not the best card, it's not nothing major, but it is a cool card. There we have it. That is my first experience of tag grading. Certainly won't be my last. Really love the slabs. Really love their process. Really love all the detail you get. I'm really liking the value of them at the moment. There's a reason why they're competing, especially in the US market. Not so much in the UK, because obviously you've got Ace over here as well. So we'll see how they go. What Tag need to do to get ahead of PSA really and others. I know Beckett will start doing stuff in Europe. Tag need to get ahead of PSA in that aspect and do that as well. Because if they do, they will go to the moon. We all know what it's like. The market fluctuates a lot. At the moment, like I said, they're investing a lot more into equipment, staff and training. It's a bit of a slow patch, but that's with everyone. PSA at the moment are what, 4 to 6 months at the moment to do a basic submission. Ace are taking a long time as well in the UK. Very slow process of grading at the moment. Like I said, this took bang on 3 months. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Tag. I'll definitely use them again in the future. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Have you graded with Tag before? If so, how did it go? What was your experience? Who do you prefer? In terms of looks, Tag and Ace look the best. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. You see you in the next one. Peace.